Hi Gemini, welcome to your February 2026 bonus read. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle, this is Gypsy Insights, and Gemini, this is for Sun and Rising signs. Gemini, thank you for all your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Please keep them coming. Love to read them, and please drop me a line, drop me a thumbs up, whatever you want to do. Gemini, the overall energy that I'm picking up for you is Thumbelina. Now, Thumbelina is an old fairy tale, and the card speaks about expectations, but what I'm really getting here is a sense of empowerment when it comes to bringing a soul back to life. You know, it's often what appear to be the smallest or the humblest or maybe even the weakest creatures, people that are scorned, people who are rejected, that are very powerful, very strong in their essence because they have to be. So there's an energy here of someone who's like this. It could be you, Gemini, bringing another person or another soul back to life, or it could be someone that's doing that for you. So let's see where this is going for my Geminis out there. I'm going to cut these cards and let's get the tarot down here, guys. We'll start with past energy, present, the very near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what's happening around you, your hopes and fears, the potential outcome, what's hidden, and the overall energy. So, Gemini, let's take a look right in the center. Page of Cups. Yes, it feels like an energy that's very small, but it's mighty. This is an unexpected energy, an unexpected event. Thumbelina, the Page of Cups. I feel it's the same person. It's either you or someone around you. Now, Gemini, in the past we do have the Nine of Cups, but it's come up in the reverse. So there's an energy here around you, Gemini, of having a lot around you, having whatever you could say. You could have a good job, you could have many assets, you could be doing rather well in your life, or you could have, if it's not that, it's just the ability to create a life for yourself which feels like it should be fulfilling but doesn't really feel like you are fulfilled. It could be, for instance, you could be in a job that has for a while hasn't really gotten your juices flowing, doesn't motivate you anymore. It once did, but now it doesn't. For some of you, you want to do something more creative. I'm getting that. In the current energy, we have strength, fortitude. Gemini, I do feel that you're getting the courage to move forward with a project, an idea, and you don't have a whole lot of expectations around it, but it brings you fulfillment in some sort of way. Okay. And in the near future, we do have the Ten of Wands. You know, often it's hard to do the thing that we love. You know, it's easier just to take the job that pays the dividends right away, even if it is somewhat soul-destroying, Gemini. It's hard. It's hard to do the things that we really feel connected to. It's not easy, but of course, it's the journey that is the most worthwhile, because at the end of the day, that's the thing that will bring us the most satisfaction and joy, Gemini, certainly. Let's see, your best path to follow is the Knight of Cups. Now, again, this Cups energy, I feel that that's very, very tied to something that pulls at your heart. It's a sense of spiritual homecoming. I'm getting that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull another card around this Page of Cups. Let's see. For Gemini, please. Enlightenment. Yes. Inspiration. Innovation. Very much a high vibrational energy that I'm picking up around you. Now, enlightenment, of course, there's a blessing with this card, and it's about a shift in your thinking, a breakthrough regarding a situation in your life. I do feel at this point you'll be rethinking with that Strength card your energy sources, creating alternatives for your power, for your motivation, for your energy, independent thought, freedom of thought, and having an original idea, being innovative at this time. Strokes of genius here will lead to success. Now, what you don't want to be doing here is getting stuck or trying to solve old problems in an old way, or refusing to bring about new ideas, new strategies. Yeah, it's all about doing something that feels new, feels a little bit different. Certainly make time at this point, Gemini, to listen to your instincts, your inner guidance. Whatever idea that's coming through for you at this time could be a genius idea, you know. There's an attempt to move beyond some sort of habit, finding a solution to an issue that made you feel stuck or unmotivated, daring to try something unusual and innovative, because it could work here, guys. It really could work. Now, around you, we do have the Two of Cups. Making sure that you surround yourself with people that support this energy. If you are wanting to do something new, something different, and you're talking to people that are in the same boat as you, stuck, entrenched, you're unlikely to get supported or motivated by those people. So I would say maybe find some new connections, network to find people that are more motivated at this time to do things differently, people that you can learn from. And we do have this Two of Swords. Now this is in your hopes and fears, so yeah, I feel that you really want this, but at the same time you're fearing it. I mean, it's natural. There is a lot of confusing thoughts, confusing emotions. So for some of my Geminis, you may be blocking some confused thoughts, mixed feelings that you have at this present time. Okay, now in the outcome for you, we do have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, rigid thinking is not going to work for you at this time. Thinking same old is not going to work for you, Gemini. There's an energy here of needing to think of things in a very different way. You know, expectations. If you're expecting things to be the same, they are not going to be the same, as long as you do things differently. I mean, it goes without saying, really, but my spirit guide is saying it bears repeating for you, Gemini. Yeah, the need to be flexible. What's hidden here is the Four of Pentacles, which could be an inability to open up. For some of you Geminis, you'd rather try and do something that's a shortcut or the quicker way, but you're being guided to do things the harder way. It'll be more satisfying. The success will be more satisfying. You'll be able to hold on to it for longer. It will mean more. Yes, let's see. What other messages for Gemini here, Spirit? The need to be flexible, to to come up with creative solutions, creative ideas to where there is an impasse. We have the library here, and this is about taking control of your own narrative. Okay, yeah. There is a little bit of a mixed energy that I'm feeling around you, Gemini, at this time. When it comes to what it is that you want, what it is that you have control over, it is a need for you to make sure that you are doing things that are not confusing to other people. Library speaks about doing things by the book. I'm also getting, with this card of 22, very strong messages that are about learning the hard way, learning to take control of your own narrative. Now, what does that mean? It means that rather than give your energy away to others for them to tell you what you're thinking, or to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing, you are rather speaking out loud, speaking very directly about your own goals, your own desires, your own needs at this time. There is greed around you. People do hold you close, hold you dear, but they are greedy. Some of them are very greedy energies, meaning they want you all to themselves, Gemini. For some, you are a source to them of prosperity, of stability. For some of you, you could be these people's boss. You may be around a workplace where there is a lot of greed. There are a lot of greedy people that are just out for the buck. They don't really have any creative energy around them. They're just more money motivated. So for you, it's about the two sides of the coin here. I think, we all need money, of course, to survive. But, once you have enough, Gemini, with this energy of the Two of Swords, don't let other people talk you into staying with something when you know it is soul destroying, when you know it's not really what you want, but it's what they want because it's about money for them. Gemini, I feel that you may have people around you, or one or two people certainly, that are trying to get you to stay stuck. But I don't feel that you want to. I don't feel that you do. You could be doing something at this time that doesn't feel like it's really what you want, but it's what other people want. And they could be controlling your thoughts, your deeds, your actions at this time. For some of you, you're having an epiphany about that, an understanding about what motivates people here. But for you, I feel, Gemini, it's not all about the money here. There's something new that you want to do. I feel that you have a creative idea. You may want to write a book. You may want to do music. You may want to do acting, painting, whatever it is, guys. I feel that you have a lot of expectations around you, but they're not really your expectations. Let's see, any other messages here, please, for Gemini for February 2026. Bonus reading here for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising. Okay. We have the card of number 9. Now, number 9 is more of an energy of independence, doing something for you. And the energy around this card is one of connections and forgiveness. Now, you could have people around you. I get an energy that's around you here, Gemini. But what I'm feeling here is that if there needs to be something that's said, there has to be no regrets about things in the future. So say what you need to say. If there are regrets about things that you've said in the past, there is an excellent time for forgiveness here for those things. Whatever it is, it seems like there's a little bit of a coulda, woulda, shoulda, or if only syndrome here in your thoughts playing out right now. So whatever was said or done in the heat of the moment, it was something that was right at the time. So letting go of any regrets, reminding yourself that we all make mistakes from time to time, whether it's you or someone else. But it's often through those times that we learn our greatest lessons. So it's time to think about your future, not dwell on the past, and all is forgiven. So if there is something here, a narrative that other people have been telling you about the past, I think that only you know the truth, Gemini. So it's time to tell that truth. Yes, for some of us who've gone through difficult breakups, challenges in the past, oftentimes we'll tell ourselves stories in order to cope with that. So there may have been something here that was said in the past which was a coping mechanism, or allowed you to get through a situation. Or I'll give you an example. Let's say a couple breaks up. Each one will tell different stories to their own friends groups, their own families, and there could have been some harsh words that were spoken. But here it's about not dwelling on the past and being able to forgive whatever those stories were that were told in the past. Yeah. Let's see, I'm going to pull, let's get one from this deck, Gemini. And then I want to talk a little bit more about this card of Thumbelina, expectations. But let's see, a final message here for Gemini. Create boundaries. Yeah, I feel that that's around people in your midst that could be trying to control the narrative at this time. But again, I get the narrative. You can take control of this situation. So if people are trying to tell you an old story, one that may not be based in truth, I feel that you need to create boundaries around your thoughts and what you know to be true. Now, when we talk about Thumbelina, there's vulnerability here. So whether that's you or another person, there is Thumbelina energy here, and there's Thumbelina's fate was constantly being decided by people around her. Again, the need to create boundaries, to take control of one's own narrative, and not being controlled by other people. But while her fate was being decided by people around her, what her journey was all about was finding out where she truly belonged, where was her home, where was her true family, and also the quest for her true nature. Where did she belong? Now, Thumbelina makes her way throughout the world. It's the fool's journey there, and she learns a lot. She becomes a lot cleverer, but she doesn't lose her kindness, her compassion. She was told she was ugly. She was abandoned. But during that time, she found herself. She created her own life. She makes it through. So there's an energy here of someone who finds themselves through the fool's journey and isn't being controlled or being tossed about in the wind anymore. There is a sovereignty here, taking control of an empowerment, being strong. So she goes from being this powerless energy, this homeless energy, to being strong enough to bring her own soul back to life, and thereby being able to bring other people's souls back to life as well. And in kind, she's rewarded with friendship, with home, with her true family. But first she had to discover a lot about herself, certainly, that has given her a lot of wisdom. And she's earned all that good fortune that will eventually come to her. Her own home, her own country, the beauty and warmth of endless summer, true friends, great love, growing into a woman. And there is an energy here of hope, of compassion, of the rewards of kind-heartedness, and of the independent spirit. And that's that energy of 9. And this forgiveness can be forgiveness of self as well, and thereby being forgiven by others. It's definitely a tale of empowerment, finding your own way, making your own friendships, relationships. There's an energy here of choosing oneself and then therefore being chosen by others. Sorry about the bus going outside, I'll just let that pass. Someone here, whether it's you or someone around you, Gemini, may have been ridiculed or rejected for being different. But this is about finding one's strength, finding one's courage. It is about exceeding expectations when we talk about Thumbelina. Valuing, being valued where one was not being valued before. Finding your own people. There's no one that is really like you. Learning from challenges, learning from rejection, and not accepting relationships with those that where there is not love and love returned. This is a strong energy of finding family, finding kin. So there's kinship, but what needs to be asserted here is boundaries around allowing other people to take control of this love story, of this narrative. Gemini, I am going to leave it there and wish all the very best. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, or my details are down below. Please do contact me there, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy. That's ETSY. I thank you so much for your beautiful likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. Please do keep them coming, and bye for now, Gemini.